Hey loves, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sunkist and this is Sunkist'S. Yes. Just as the screen said, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, welcome to Sunkist'S. Hit that subscribe button for me and make sure you turn on the bell so you get all the notifications of when I post. Sunkist Nation is growing and you need to be part of the fun. It gets better and better each week. And we're going to hop straight into today's video. If you are my OG subscriber, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for all the support that y'all show me. Today's session is going to be a let's talk discussion about budgeting. Let's get straight into it. Now, this video on budgeting was a special request by one of my OG subscribers, Gideon. Shout out to you, Gideon. Thank you for the support. Now, budgeting is a very important topic, whether you are old, you're young, middle age, whatever the case may be. Budgeting affects each and every one of us. Now, budgeting is simply creating a plan on how to spend your money. That is what budgeting is, and we all have money to spend, so let's get into it. How does Sunkist budget her money? So a little background about me. I am a very money conscious person. I do not like to spend money unless I have to. And if I'm spending money, I'm spending my money very wisely. So if there's a sale, I'm spending. If there's coupons involved, you can catch me spending because I don't like to pay for things full price. And there's always a way around it, trust me. And I do a lot of online shopping. So there's an extension that I use called Honey. Honey is something that you download on your browser. So I use Google Chrome. So whenever I am online shopping, Honey will find all different types of coupons. I don't know where they find it, but they will just run all the coupons that they have. And then after it's done running the coupons, it'll tell me, this was the best savings that we found you. So sometimes my cart can go from $100 to $70 to $80. They save me quite a bit, and that's a good investment. So Honey is what you need to download. And I believe they do have an app. So you can download it on your Android. You can download it on your iPhone. It will help you with online spending. But let's get straight into some tips that will help you with budgeting. So the first thing that comes to mind with budgeting that I think about is when I receive my paycheck, the first thing that I'm thinking about are bills. Bills are very important. Bills come first. When you get your paycheck, whether you're paid bi-weekly, weekly, or even monthly, you have to know how much money is going towards your bills. You have to know your bills' due dates. You have to know all this information because once you get the bills out of the way, then it gives you a better idea of how much money you have left and what you can and cannot do with the money that is left. And it helps you to be responsible. You take care of your bills every month. It keeps you, on task. It keeps you on point. It keeps you not in the red. You're always in the green if you are paying your bills on time. So know the bills that you have, know their due dates, and know how much is coming out of your paycheck to cover those bills. A great example would be if you are getting paid bi-weekly, that's every 2 weeks. And the first paycheck that comes in for the month is $1,500. And you've calculated all your bills. I like to use pen and paper. That's just me. I've calculated all my bills. I know how much is going towards my mortgage. I know how much is going towards my phone bill. I know how much is going towards my cable. And let's say after calculating out of the $1,500, $600 is going towards my bills. And something too, a lot of the bills that we have are spread out throughout the month. So maybe the first paycheck that you get, you'll use that paycheck to pay the first half of your bills. And then the second paycheck that you receive, you use that paycheck to pay for the rest of the bills that come towards the end of the month. So let's say the first half of your bills that come towards the beginning of the month comes out to about $500. So out of the $1,500, you've already taken out $500 for your bills. So you know that, okay, now I have 1,000 left. So now I have an idea of what I can and cannot do. And if you're a Christian too, make sure that you include your tithe in your bills. That's what I used to do when I was working at my previous job. I made sure to add my tithe to my bills so I know exactly how much is coming out. Now, the second budgeting tip that I would give is save, save, save. I am a big saver. I believe in saving. It is important. There are many different reasons why people save. It could be that they're saving in their emergency fund. It could be that they're saving towards, vacations and leisure stuff, or it could be, for unexpected things. Rainy days, there are things that happen that we don't plan for. Your car breaks down, your roof caves in, so many things. So if you have this fund or funding, then it could help you with those unexpected expenses. So with the example that I gave previously, your paycheck, your first paycheck that comes in the month is $1,500. You've already taken $500 out towards your bills. So now you know I have $1,000 left. What can I do with it? So it's important that you take time out and calculate, how you live your life, your lifestyle, and see what is a feasible or possible amount for you to save every paycheck. Maybe out of that $1,000, you might save $200, or you might save $500. Whatever the case may be, it is important that you are consistent with your saving out of every paycheck. And that money adds up, trust me. It adds up, and it will help you in the long run because now you have funds at your disposal if you need it for an emergency, if you need it for vacation, or if you need it for something that you want to buy and you're saving up for it. You have the money there. Now, this leads me to my next point on budgeting, and that's investing your money. Many people don't want their money just sitting in a savings account because it's not, giving them any value. It's just sitting there. So if you put $1,000 in your savings account, that's what it's going to sit at. It's not going to yield you extra money. But there are other options. If you go and sit down with a banker at your bank and talk about bonds and other things that are similar to that, you can put your money in, whether it's like $1,000 in a bond, and basically the money is frozen, but after a certain amount of time, your money accrues extra money. I know I'm not using the right technical terms, but if you sit down with a banker, they can help you see what options are available to you. So that's an option. I've done the stock market just a little bit, but with the stock market, just know that risk is involved. I've invested in Dogecoin. I've invested in other things. An app that you can use is Robinhood or Coinbase. These two apps, you can play around with it, kind of put money in there just a little bit and see what it does, see how it responds. The stock market right now, I can't really talk about it right now. I don't know how it is because it's been a while since I've invested, but these are options if you don't want your money just sitting in a savings account. Invest, invest, invest. And there are other things too. Do your research. You can find things online, but I think it is important to invest your money. My next point on budgeting is going to be about credit cards. Oftentimes we create this picture or this notion that credit cards are so evil and we shouldn't use them. But it's all about how you use credit cards. Now, in America, I'm not sure about the UK or in Africa or other places, we have something called a credit score. And your credit is basically built on the credit that you use. So whether your credit score goes up or down is all based on how much credit you have. And that's with having a mortgage. That's with having a car in your name. That's with having loans. That's with having credit cards. So credit cards are not horrible. You just have to know how to use them. Make sure that you are on time with your payments. Make sure if your payment is $100, you're always paying more than the suggested amount or how much you're supposed to pay or that's due for that month. That will help build your credit score and try to get that, payment or balance all the way down. So if you take out a loan for $5,000 and they've given you 3 or 4 years to pay it back, make every effort to pay it back sooner and make more in your payments. If they're like, okay, just pay 150, make sure you're paying like 200, make sure you're paying even more than that so you get that balance down even sooner than the time that they've given you. But credit cards are not evil. You just have to know how to use them. And please don't max out your credit cards. Some people may go to the mall, may go online shopping, and they're just like swipe, 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 swiping their card, not knowing how much they've spent. Next thing you know, they've maxed out their credit card and they're like, oh my gosh. You have to know how to use a credit card. Don't use it frivolously. Use it very wisely and use it smart. And my final point on budgeting, I love this one because it's so true. Live within your means. I can't stress this enough. Live within your means. If you know you are not making, all this money, but yet you are maxing out, spending all your paycheck within a week on clothes, on shoes, on things that are unnecessary. It's like, hey, come on, let's think, let's be wise. You have to save your money. You can't just, pay your bills and the rest of your money just goes towards whatever it is. I mean, if you want to live that lifestyle, do it. I can't tell you how to live your life, but what I can advise is live within your means. Know how much is coming into your hands every month, every week, bi-weekly, and make your judgment based on that. If there's something that you really, really want, and you know that if you pay for it, this paycheck, you're not going to have any money for groceries or anything, don't do it. Save a little bit from your paycheck and say, okay, this is going to go towards this item that I want. And then the next paycheck you get, after you're done paying your bills, you've taken care of the most pressing things, take a little bit of money from that, add it to the money that you saved, and then pay for what you want. But don't go and spend your whole paycheck and then right now you don't have money for groceries, you don't have money for other things, so you're just waiting for your next paycheck to come in. We call that living paycheck to paycheck. You don't want to put yourself in that bondage. It's very, very, very tight. You don't want to do that to yourself. And there are some things that, online retailers provide. It's called Afterpay, and PayPal does one where you don't have to make the full payment. You can make the payment in 4 installments. Be careful with those things because you don't know what life is going to look like in the next 2 months or even 4 months from now or even a month from now. So if you are already putting money towards a purchase that you made 4 months into the future, I don't know if that's smart, but just be careful with those type of things. Just be mindful of it. It's not everything that we have to have right away. Save, save, save. And once you've saved your money, then you can pay for whatever it is that you want. And this point is to my young people, my people that are on social media. Social media creates this narrative, creates this picture that we have to have everything designer from head to toe. We have to look good. We have to go out and spend $500 so people can be like, oh, she's in Fendi. Oh, she's in Gucci. Oh, she's rocking Chanel. I mean, there is nothing wrong with designer. If you have the money, do what you want. But we create this picture that is it. That is the holy grail. That is the end goal. And then we go broke trying to look good for social media or trying to look good, fishing for compliments and all of that. Me, I'm the type of person, right? If I try on something, no name brand, designer, whatever, if it looks good on me and it's $5, it's $10, and the quality is good, I'm gonna buy it. Y'all know I talk about Rainbow a lot. Rainbow is a very, very cheap store. Let me say, their prices are amazing. You can go in there and search and search and search, and you can find very good quality things. And of course, you can go in there and find things that are not good quality. So why would I buy that, right? But you can go in there and find good quality things for the low, low. I will put that on and you'll be like, whoa, where did she get that dress from? Where did she get those jeans from? Not knowing that I paid $20 for it. Not knowing that I paid $5 for it because it was on sale. There is no shame in that game. If I want designer and I have the money, of course, I will do it. If that's what I so please and if I am living within my means. But let us not go broke trying to create this picture that, A, we are in designer and A, we're living life and life is lit and we are going broke. That is not going to hurt anybody but yourself. There is no reason why you should be trying to look good because of this notion that you have to be in designer. Please, 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 please. Let us live life according to how we want to live life and not what people are pushing us to do. Social media is a fake place. It's a fake reality. Sometimes if you zoom in, some of the designer that people are wearing is fake or is fake. And that's what they want to do, but it's fake. But yet we're chasing these things. No shame in their game. But just know that it is important to live within your means. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on budgeting. If you want to know anything extra on how I budget and how I do things with my paycheck and all of that, please feel free to ask in the comment section and I will gladly answer your questions. If you want me to do another video talking about another side of budgeting, I can surely do that. Just drop the comment in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video once again. It's Friday. I hope you all have a great weekend wherever you are, whatever side of the world that you're on. Be safe until we meet again in my next video. Bye, Sunkist Nation.